Hello, welcome back to Fire Nursing Tutorial YouTube channel. In this class, we are going to discuss with another topic, that is breast abscess. We'll see what is breast abscess, what are all the causes, risk factors, and then clinical manifestations, diagnosis, as well as treatment and complications. We'll see what is breast abscess. Here, breast abscess is nothing but it's a localized collection of pus. This localized collection of pus within the breast tissue, often caused by bacterial infection. It's a localized pus collection, and then that is present in the breast tissue, and then it is caused by bacteria. That is bacterial infection. And then we can see here, it is commonly occurs in lactational mastitis. That is, but can also occur in non-lactating women. Here we can see more commonly, it is commonly occurs in breastfeeding women. And also we can see this in breast abscess also in non-lactating women. Next we'll see the causes and risk factors for breast abscess. Here most common causative organism is Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus have to keep in mind. It's very important. That is breast abscess that is due to the organism that is Staphylococcus aureus. This is the causative agent, causative organism. And then next we'll see the risk factors here. Lactating women, that is lactating mothers, and the nipple trauma or cracks, and then poor breastfeeding technique, and then diabetes, immunosuppression, the women who have low immune power. And then nasopharynx of infected baby, the baby suffering from respiratory tract infection in the sense, there may be the chances to get a breast abscess to the mother. And then infected hands of nurse, midwives and doctors. These are the risk factors. We'll see the signs and symptoms of breast abscess. Here first and foremost there will be the pain. We can recognize here severe pain occur on breast movement. Pain will be present, and then swollen red and warm area of the breast. Swollen red and warm area of the breast. And then fluctuant mass. Here it is going to indicate breast abscess. It's going to indicate the abscess. And then fever may hydrate, and then chills, malaise, that is physical discomfort. And then purulent nipple discharge. If duct is involved, if breast duct is involved, and then that is to get ruptured, that time we can see the purulent nipple discharge. And then axillary lymphadenopathy. Here there will be the swelling of the lymph nodes in the axillary region. These are the signs and symptoms of breast abscess. We'll see the diagnostic evaluation for this. First and foremost there will be the history collection and the physical examination. Here clinical diagnosis are enough, is usually sufficient. And then after ultrasound, and then aspiration and culture. Here to identify the causative agent, causative organism, aspiration and culture is important. And then after that mammography or MRI. This is in the older women or if malignancy is suspected. These are the diagnostic evaluation for breast abscess. We'll see the management for breast abscess. Here continue breastfeeding or milk expression unless contraindicated. And then analgesics, that is example given paracetamol and ibuprofen, and then antibiotics, that is flucloxacillin and then dicloxacillin, that is duration 10 to 14 days. And then needle aspiration. Needle aspiration is preferred for small or moderate abscesses. And then incision and drainage for large fluctuants. This is all about the management of breast abscess. We'll see the prevention of breast abscess. Here proper breastfeeding technique has to be followed, and then keep nipples clean and dry. Treat cracked nipples early, and then empty breasts fully during feeding. These are some points about prevention of breast abscess. I hope you all are very clear with the topic breast abscess. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more useful content, for informative content. Thank you for watching.